Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of X for the Economical Campaign, and we are back again. Now I'm just setting up the next area. Let's have a look where this area is. So I've basically placed it in the middle of, well, it won't show you here, but it's second contact to Flashpoint Factory. If we just back out of that and then load it back up again, you'll see exactly where I've placed it, which is in here. And why have we placed it in here? Well, because this is a mixed area. If we go back to our legend again, you'll see this is a mineral gas region. And the plan is I'm going to have a couple of stations in here. Again, it's close enough to our previous stuff to keep us entertained with that kind of stuff there. I like it rotated that way around. It's also a little bit closer to our station that we're building here. So it means it can transfer stuff. Now, what the plan is that basically it'll have its own miners and stuff like that. And it'll have its own little trading ship that will collect stuff that it needs, but it's only going to be able to buy resources from this station here, but it can sell everything to the station. So this will be set to faction only, so will the other one set to faction only. This one will be purchasing from faction only but selling to everybody and everything. So that's how we're going to kind of make it so it'll use this system. Now, obviously, there'll be transport time and stuff like that that we've got to worry about, but not to worry about that at the present moment, because we've got a lot of work to do. Before that can happen, obviously, we need to be able to make something else. Now, in this area here, we have got a resource probe down, and we can see we've got hydrogen, Nevidium, ore, and silicon. Now, we want to mine Nevidium, but obviously, Nevidium's not got any use for us. It's just sold at the present moment. Ore is good for us, and silicon's good for us as well. There's no water, so so there's no ice, so we don't need to worry about water at the moment. Now, there may be ice in the system somewhere that we can't see, but we're not worried about that too much. But let's go ahead and plan a build. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use graphene as a production this time. So we're going to need a dock module as usual. We head on over to here, place it there. That's slightly lower than in the middle, but it's good enough for me. Again, we'll place 2 docks, so we can have 2 medium ships going into it. I'm thinking the large ships will probably collect the stuff out of here, I think. Other modules, we've got other stuff in there that we can use. What I'm going to actually do is I'm going to put a cross into here. And then storage module, we're going to place liquids here. Then I'm going to copy the whole sequence and place liquids there. We've got 4 liquids. We can see what we're going to do here. We're going to then place another cross, and then I'm going to go. We're just going to place 2 solids for now, but we will copy the liquid, and then we're going to want containers. Place that in the right place. Got connected there properly. Again, containers. Now I am going to copy the container one because we obviously don't want to run out of space. And then from here, we're going to start getting our graphene. And the graphene is a little bit different because its connection points are on either side. And it's quite a chunky thing, but it's not too big. So what we're going to do, what I'm going to do, is I'm basically going to set this up in such a way that it puts it basically on either side. I'll show you what I mean now. Let's connect that properly. And then I'm going to go either side of it, like so. Then I'm going to rotate this around. It's facing the opposite way. So. And hopefully, if I place this here, I can then copy module and place the second one there. Now, they're connected in theory. So what we're going to do is we're going to adjust it so it's just slightly like so. And then it's just slightly like so. Now, see, that's not going to fit. So, and I don't like it where it's touching each other. So we're going to go ahead and remove that. We'll place this over here. This over here. We'll place a base there and a base there. And we'll redo it. So, now we can, I'm actually going to delete this one. And this one, because I want it perfectly lined up. Let's go ahead and get the 2 graphenes. We'll rotate it around. Should have just left them in. Rotate anyway. Place there. Copy module. and place there. Now, it's pretty spread out, but since it's only going to have graphene, I'm not too worried. And we can place some stuff in the middle as well if we want to at a later stage. I'm just going to keep this as is, because if you look, what we're going to need is energy cells and methane. Now, there's no methane in this area. There's only hydrogen picked up from the node. So there's a possibility we may have to get methane in from somewhere else. But again, because it's a gas mineral region, I want to kind of put more options in. Yeah, we got ice actually. Oh, since we've got ice in this area here, let's go back to our plan build. Oh, of course, we forgot to press confirm module changes, so everything has been completely wiped out. Not a problem, because we now know that it's got ice. So let's redo everything again. Remember to confirm their module changes. Go ahead and place them two in there again. At least you kind of know the layout, so we'll just go ahead. Place our layouts. Like so. So. And then like so. And then we want our storage modules, and we want liquid. But since we're producing water, we could actually just get away with doing liquid and container. That should work. I'll keep the middle ones just in case we need a solid. I don't think we do, if I remember correctly. I think we can use that as a good building point for our water supply there. Okay, let's go for the cross-reference again. And then, if I remember rightly, these are a little bit long. There's only one connection point to them, which is the back end here. What we can do is we can have it now where it's set like before we had. And I think this is where I kind of got the idea. Now, if I place that there, that's going to cause me some problems. So if I'm going to place one there, and if I actually take that out, I'll put a base in instead. Just because we've got so many bloody cross ones. Delete that. Go ahead and place that there. That there, like so. You then place the water in, and the water should be clear, and it is clear. We can copy this module. Rotate this module around on its axis. Now, the only downside is it's going to look a little bit UF. I'm fine with that. Make it. Yeah, that'll do. That's how we're going to run with. Right. We're going to run with the 2 for now and see how it goes. I'm going to assign or hire a builder. See if we can find one. There you go. Select you there. Confirm the module changes. And then we need to give you some money. You can at least start. There you are. Information. So we'll give it 1 million credits. There we go. Confirm. Now, that leaves me short for what I'm about to show you now that I've got planned to do. There are a couple of things that I've planned on doing for this episode, which may require me to kind of fast forward on our purchases. But I'll talk about it now. When we get into our... There we go. So we want to go to our representative, just like we did on the other episode on the war, is we want to start getting some of these things. We'd like to buy a blueprint. So all we want right now, all we're interested in is modules. And one of the modules I am interested in is the 8 medium standard dock area. It's about 853,000 credits. So we can't purchase it at the present moment because obviously we've got no credits. But then we're going to want to start purchasing all these in here as well. At some stage, I want an XL and a small medium and a medium. Small, medium, large, and extra large ship fabrication bay. So we can build our own ships, and we obviously have the maintenance bays as well, which are a lot cheaper. So we can maintenance the ships earlier, and we can build them, which will bring in some credits for us. That's the plan. And hopefully we'll get it sooner rather than later when it comes to this series, because this series is going to be all about making money. So we're not going to worry about the war too much. We will get some fleets to provide some defense for our stations. We will. Where are we? We will be unlocking weapons. We also want to unlock these weapons so that we can actually build ships. We need basically 4 ships. You need to then basically get the ships themselves. Obviously, you can see that the Balor is one of the most expensive ships on this queue, apart from these ones here. You got the Colossus Vanguard and the Tyrannus. 193 million for the Tyrannus. Do Titurel? I think that's the that's the auxiliary ship. That's the builder. Is that the? I think it's could be a miner actually. We'll have to double check that. I'm not 100% because I think that's whichever one that one is. That's the opposite. Then we've got the 3 bigger capital ships. Mammoth Vanguard, which is obviously... that's the resupply ship, the Nomad Vanguard, because the Mammoth Vanguard is the builder. So we'll be unlocking a lot of them, and obviously we've got all these things here to unlock as well. So there's a lot to unlock, there's a lot to get through. We can get a couple now if we wanted to. We can get the base connectors, we can get the antimatter cells, the vertical connectors if we want, missile components, silicon wafer. Now silicon wafer production will be good for the area we're in at the moment, and we will have one of them. Now there's 2 things about having the system we've got at the moment where we're having lots of little ones is if one gets taken out, you don't lose all your production. You only lose that type of production, which is kind of why I'm doing it. The second thing as well is that you're kind of generating traffic for your area. So instead of them going to one area and getting everything and going back and deploying it all, you're going to have your ships going constantly around, giving them work, giving them experience, and obviously leveling them all up. You're also leveling up managers as well at the same time, and if you want to expand on later stuff, you've got more managers leveled up. But also as well, you can kind of take the area that you're in and find out what you're building for that area. So you're not having to travel with your miners. So that's the plan. But let's just let's take over for a minute.
Good luck out there.
Let's get some money. Oh, we got 2.4 million. But for what I want, can we afford it yet? We can afford it now. I also want to get a standard 3.6. Just in case we want to use one of them instead. And then let's have a look. What else can we afford? We can do the defense stuff if we want to. We can get the large container storage, which will be better for us. That'll be better for our other station, so we'll go ahead and get that.
Good luck out there.
Now, oops. Now, since we got the large container storage, let's have a think about actually setting up. Go, plan build. So at the moment we've got small container storages in here. We've got small liquid and small solid. Let's go ahead and actually remove these here. Oops, I pressed the wrong button. Go back to our property own. Grand Exchange 3. Plan build. Move. I didn't select the one I wanted. Move. We'll go with me. Go ahead and remove these. Now we've got a storage module. We've got a large container storage now. It'll take a lot more to build. It holds a hell of a lot more. Go. Get them in there. We're still waiting on energy cells. So I'm actually going to take this off. Because otherwise we're not going to get a chance to get it built. We are waiting on that now. Grand Exchange 3 factory, plan build. Have we got any more available money for credits? Sorry, for construction. Let's just give them whatever money we've got left. Hopefully that'll get them some energy cells. We've got 4 coming in. Fantastic. What are we going to need for this? 1,000. So that's not going to do any use to us whatsoever. Okay, so that's kind of what we've got at the moment. Now, this station will probably take on a life of its own at some stage. We may do some like habitats for aesthetical purposes, because realistically habitats are no use for this whatsoever. But we'll have a look into that at a later stage. But right now it's going to be, you know, basically what it needs to be for its purposes, really. So we've already got 1, 2, 3, 4 stations up and working. That's telling me... Oh yes, I almost forgot about this factory. What's this one doing? Energy cells, water, and refined metal. Okay, so this was one. Oh, and meat production. So this was one we were basically building at the end of the last one, which I had completely forgotten about. So I'm kind of glad I've now remembered that it was here. I should have probably checked that earlier, but we can still use this. Right now we've got no production going whatsoever. Has it even got... Don't think it has any workers or anything yet, so it's not earning any money. It also needs more money for construction, so we'll just let that plod along for now. Now that's got everything that we had available on it, which is fine. It can sit there and produce some stuff, and I might just let it just plod along and earn that little bit of side cash for us. The main one we want to work on is the ones we've just put in. We've got a lot of stations already up and running and ready to go. We've got 2 that are still not even operational yet. Well, hopefully we'll get there soon. Let's have a look at how we're doing with this now. So what we want to check is to make sure that it's being built. And we've got a minute left on the vertical construction. So what is it short on? Resources needed, electronics and hull parts. We should have them in any time. We should see... Oh, so it's now got its original one back up and operational. That should be making us energy cells. Have a look at our logistical. There you go. Energy cells are back in production. Fantastic. Production is 12,000 an hour, and the container can hold 50,000. Obviously, with the upgrades we've done to that, we shouldn't have too much of a problem. It has got the drone components available for the drones. Go ahead, and we've got the cargo drones, 45 cargo drones. Excellent. Then we've obviously got trade words, which we don't need to worry about right now. And it's got no money yet. It's not making any money. Hopefully that'll start plodding back on now. It's obviously only just been rebuilt. It looks like we've got people coming in. Energy trader, high-tech traders. High-tech traders. We've got a few moving in and about. How is our ore refinery doing? Logistical overview. So this is short energy cells. Obviously we can only trade with our own station, which has only just been placed back up, and it's only just produced energy cells, so we should hopefully see some energy cells coming. Energy cells coming in from there. These are sea cells by the seashore. We've got miners coming in. That's good for us. Again, drones are being done properly. Excellent. Minimum required 1.3 million. Doesn't need it. The container storage is being built now, so we start some expansion on the container storage, and obviously some expansion on our metal refining. So hopefully we should start seeing things progressing. Now the only thing that we're gonna probably struggle is trying to get a... Let's just see if we can. I wonder if we can get a large container storage. Got container storage there. Can fit it in when it way. So yes, it can be fitted in. To be fair, we probably wouldn't have to put that expansion in, but I kind of like the expansion in just so it gives it some space, so it looks kind of cool. Go ahead and rotate that around when it's matching. I know these don't match, that's fine, but they're quite big, so we want them to match. It's obviously going to need more stuff to build it, but that's absolutely fine. But that's going to be us for this episode. We've got things going nicely. We've got another station added to the pot. I'm going to let it tick over for a little bit because we've got no money left. We've still got some more stuff that we could buy from the representative here. I certainly want to look at the large solid and liquid storage. But we need to start turning money over. So we need to start getting some money into the production of these stations. So that's what I'm going to be doing off camera. And hopefully when we come back, we'll have another station ready to go. Or at least one of these two nicely operational. Preferably I want the Grand Exchange up and running so it'll trade with other people. But hopefully we'll have something going soon. So thank you very much everybody for checking out this episode. Let me know in the comment section if you've got any suggestions or anything like that. But until next time everybody, take care for now. I'll see you next one. Bye bye for now.